Hawaii, Kiko's coming for you! Wait, that was supposed to be like a warning, not like a happy party. Kiko strengthens as a category 4 hurricane as it approaches the Central Pacific Basin. Kiko is forecast to approach the Hawaiian Islands during the early to middle portion of the week. Impacts from rain and wind remain a possibility, but it's too soon to determine the exact location or magnitude of the impacts, and interest there should continue to monitor the progress of the storm. We will keep an eye on it. Swells generated by Kiko are expected to begin reaching the Big Island and Maui by Sunday. These swells will gradually build and are forecast to peak along east-facing exposures of the Hawaiian Islands late Monday through midweek, potentially producing life-threatening surf and rip currents. Listen for later advisories and warnings from the National Weather Service, brought to you by Ayla Mooney over the next couple days. Also, consult your local. I'm not the only source for weather. I'm just the best one. Let's do the rest of the report. Lots of pee! There is a slight risk of excessive rainfall over parts of the northern and mid-Atlantic. A slight risk of severe thunderstorms over parts of the northeast mid-Atlantic on Saturday as well. They're not even mentioning all this pee. Midwesties, you're getting peed on all over the place, from the lakes down to the Gulf. Dallas, Louisiana, Missouri, Kentucky, Arkansas, you've gotten peed on. Southwest, still some pockets of pee for you as well as the rest of the West Coast, seeing different random little pockets of pee traveling from the coast all the way into the mountain states. There is also an air quality alert over parts of the Northwest and Northern Rockies, as well as frost advisories and freeze warnings over parts of the upper Midwest. Let's check temperatures. West Coast cooling off with 70s up in Washington, 80s down through Oregon and California, some 95 down for SoCal. Mountain states seeing lots of 80 degrees, and Arizona is even cooling off into the 90s instead of the hundreds. Plainsy poos, everybody's doing a lot cooler except for the very bottom of Texas, still enjoying a low to mid 90s, but everyone else in the 70s or even the 60s as you get towards the northern plains and lake states. Lake states, Midwest, Gulf, you're all doing a little bit cooler as well, but particularly cool up in the lake states areas where we're seeing those potential freeze warnings in effect coming up. East Coast, we've got 76 up in Maine, along with 82 in Maine as well. New England seeing lots of high 70s and 80s, some colder parts near Canada, and then as soon as you dip down like by Maryland and along the coast all the way down to Florida, 90s. McMurdo Station on the Ross Sea in Antarctica is sitting at negative 13 degrees with winds coming in from the east at 16 miles per hour, giving you a real feel of negative 41 degrees and mostly cloudy down in Antarctica. Deep cyclone is bringing a round of rain and wind from the Aleutians to the southern coast and the southeast of Alaska. We can see that on the radar now. Temperatures in Alaska, highs on the Arctic Circle, 51. A lot of 50s for the interior in general and the coastlines. 54 for the Aleutians, 59 to 60 for near Anchorage, and 60 for the Panhandle. Hawaii, with our coastal flood statement in effect as Kiko approaches. We're keeping an eye on you guys. We did most of yours at the top of the report, but current conditions are showing light to moderate trade winds persisting into early next week. Generally dry and stable conditions are going to prevail, though shower activity is going to increase Sunday into Monday as that upper level low approaches. And then after that, attention turns to Kiko. I'm Ayla Mooney, and it's fall. You're getting peed on.